Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm going to be reading from a timeline that I wrote out for an update for you. So if I'm looking away a lot, that's why. Now, I am just going to do a quick update of the events that have been taking place as best as I can since the kids were taken. I am going to be talking with my lawyer about the legal steps that I need to undergo in order to release the recordings of the visits and the telephone conversations to the press. I called Child Protective Services the following day of the children being taken to ask them questions and to tell them that the house was cleaned up to their standards. The child services worker that you saw in my video of them breaking in told me that it wasn't that simple, even though in the video you could clearly hear her saying that the children could come back once the house was clean. She, she didn't even want to talk to me because she accused me of twisting everything that she says to me. I asked her to tell me why they ripped the children out of the home like they did, and she refused to answer me. She kept telling me to get a lawyer, so I did. I told her that I wanted to see my children, so she set up a meeting with them. I have a recording of this conversation and hope to be able to release it soon. They took the children on Monday, June 29th. They arranged for us to meet the children on July the 1st at 3 p.m. 45 minutes before the meeting with them. I was called by the higher up Child Protective Services worker of Mossville's Bed. Her name is Berkland. And she told me that they needed me to be to the visit 15 minutes before time. I asked her why, and she said she would not just, or I asked her why she wouldn't just talk with me about it over the phone. And when I asked her this, she said they saw the video that my best friend, Sunny Sweetness, published about my situation. And by the way, make sure to check her out. She's amazing, and she always talks about the controversial subjects that no one else wants to speak about. Anyways, the Child Protective Services worker asked me if I would take Sunny's video down, and I told her no, that it's my right as a human being to record anything happening illegally in my home, and that I can show anyone that I want. I found out a few days ago that after that conversation that I had with her, which I also recorded, that she decided that I wasn't to have any more visits with my children because she stated that I had upset them at the first visit. There was an independent social worker who was supposed to remain neutral for the whole thing that supervised us the entire time. We only got 1 hour with them. I have a recording of the first visit with the children, and I in no way did anything to upset them. I emailed the Child Protective Services worker the same day I had that visit with my children to find out when the next one would be. And I asked her multiple times in multiple emails when I could see them again. But she never answered me. She never responded to me about it. I got an attorney and met with him on July the 3rd. He demanded a visit for us, and we got to see them on the 5th of July. We went to that visit, which was a 2-hour supervised visit with the same supposed neutral independent social worker that was there before. Oh, sorry, I just got lost. When we got to the visit, an alarm went off for about the first 20 minutes of the visiting time. Uh, After the alarm was taken care of and we all got inside and settled in, um, my daughter was sitting with me in the other room and she started to talk to me about the things that have been going on in her life because I am her mother and she knows that she can trust me. She told me that she has a new home so that she doesn't have to come back to my home. She informed me that the people there are telling her to call them mommy and that she also has a new sister. This was less than a week after they were taken. My daughter is 3 years old and my son, he is 18 months old. So they are at very impressionable ages. I told her that I am her mother and no one else ever will be. That she doesn't have a new mommy and that she is coming home soon to her family, me and her father. She then told me that her brother hurts her a lot. I asked her if someone was telling her to say that because of the fact that my daughter has always been very open about everything happening in her life and talks about it with everyone. She gets that from me. I have never in my life heard her say things like this before. When I asked her if someone was telling her to say these things, the social worker, who is supposed to remain neutral, tried to intervene to shut her up. I had to keep telling her throughout my talk with my daughter that I am her mother and I can ask her questions about what is happening in her life. She told me that someone was telling her to say that her brother hurts her, and when I asked her who, she said her sister. She then told me that they are keeping her safe. When I asked her what they were keeping her safe from, she said they are keeping me safe from Child Protective Services. When I asked her who is keeping her safe, she told me the woman that you saw in the video from Child Protective Services, her name is Erla, and she said her name, Erla, was the one keeping her safe from them. She said her name out loud. The social worker was still trying to shut my daughter up and stop me from talking to her. I told my daughter that they lied to her and that she was in fact Child Protective Services. When I told her that, she told me that it wasn't true. I pulled the social worker to the side, who was supposed to remain neutral, and asked her to make sure that she wrote down everything my daughter said. She hesitantly wrote it down. I asked her to send it to my lawyer. And she said that she said she had to send it to Child Services instead. My attorney requested it and still has not received it. I have not seen my children since then. And it's been 3 days now. They are in fact trying to break the parental bond between me and my children because they don't like me publicly talking about the way they broke the law and kidnapped my children. I met with my attorney today. They still have not provided any reasons for them to have come into my home to remove my children the way that they did. They are trying to force me into signing a case plan. On the case plan, their demands for me are as follows. Go to physical rehabilitation, which I do every day already. I was walking and swimming daily with my children for over a month. The next one is see a doctor regularly for my health. I do that because I require daily medications to keep me alive. And the third one is to put my children in daycare. I have been arguing with them about this since I moved to Iceland. I am disabled and home all day long. I want to raise my own children myself. They also are trying to force me into a psychiatric parental evaluation, even though I have provided more than enough proof from legitimate people that I am a wonderful mother. They are also trying to force me into regular counseling because I asked them to help me find one a while back. I asked them for help, and they ripped my children out of my arms and beat me up in front of them for it. These are their grounds for doing this to me. My attorney let me know that they are suggesting that my children stay in their care for the next 6 months until sometime mid-January. I am definitely not okay with that. I have to go to a committee meeting in front of the same monsters who did this to me and my family tomorrow at 1:30. They get to be the ones to decide what happens with my children. I am sick about the whole thing. The United States Embassy failed to protect us. I begged them for help and told them that we were not safe. They completely ignored my pleas and just told me to comply. I protested today after the meeting with the lawyer. I will be uploading a video of that tonight as well. If you have anything that you would like to say or ask, then please feel free. I will try my best to pay attention to it. Also, if you want to contact me privately, you can at icelandoutsider@gmail.com. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video. And if you want to stay updated with everything I am dealing with, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tell your friends about me so that you can pass the word around. God bless you.